Hey guys, it's your boy Cobra. I'd like to kind of go over the guild aspects of the game, how to communicate with others, how to get the most out of your guild participation, and how to see if you're even contributing correctly so that you can not only effectively benefit yourself, but you're benefiting the guild as a whole. So let's start with the guild chest. With the guild chest, there's a lot of information on this page. There's your required activeness, which means that you have to have 400 activeness in order to even receive any chests. You have the guild's total chests that they've accumulated for the week. You can view the contribution that each member has given to the chest total, and the contribution is updated every single day at reset. And it also shows what your percentage of the full chest count that you're going to actually be distributed. So the most guild chests that can be distributed to the guild members is going to be 1200. If you look at the guild chest description here, 1200 is the most that you can acquire over a week period that can be distributed to its members. So what happens is this, once we hit 1200, this percentage is how much of that 1200 you are going to receive. In this case, we've got 94. This person has 9% activeness, and they get distributed 13 chests out of that 94. Most people in the guild, if you're in an active guild, are going to receive close to 70 to 75 chests, which is actually the cap. So you can only receive 75 chests in order to get these rewards. Now, there's a lot of really good rewards. You've got pulls, but you also get resources. Now, anything over 75 is going to be turned into guild medals, which is a great currency to be receiving. So how do you increase your activeness in order for you to get a larger piece of the pie? What you do is you jump into your quests. And if you look at the guild quest, there's lots of different quests over here for you to do. None of these quests require powers, so I encourage everybody to do as many of these as possible, even if you've capped your weekly limit. What a lot of people will do is as long as they have 400 in their activeness and as long as they get their 7,000 per week, they think they're done and they're contributing to the guild. The truth is this, yes, you will get your 7,000, but the more your activeness is beyond that 7,000, so for me as an example, last week I had 4,800 excess of my 7,000 that I did not receive. And that's okay, because I cleared all of the quests with the exception of mithril points. I don't clear the mithril points ever. I don't purchase in the game, so you see my first purchase still. So I don't require anybody in my guild to do that. But even with that being said, I still had 1180 activeness without the mithril quest, and that gave me a large chunk of the chest. I ended up receiving, I'll go ahead and show it to you now, I ended up receiving over 100 chests just for my activity, and that gave me an extra 2,000 guild medals. So activeness is very important. You're not missing out, I promise, if you continue to do the quest to show your activeness. Now, we have a lot of different titles within the guild. One of the things you'll notice is that we do have what's called a recon title, and they did get distributed extra chests. Because what I do, rather than once you hit 1200, the excess chests, one of two things can be done with those chests. Either A, the leader can pass the chest forward to the next week, or they can gift those chests to specific members for the next week. So I've gifted these members, because they are our recon titles, extra chests. And in order to become a recon in my guild, they have to have an average activeness of at least 1,000 over a 4-week period. And if they can accomplish that, they receive the title Recon, which allows them to get more chests. So I put out a newsletter every single month, and that newsletter will announce who the new Recons are. Now, we like to have activity in our guild. That is kind of the only rule I have is just be active, just participate. So I don't care what people's powers are. All I care about the power. I don't care about that. All I care about is how active are people being in the guild. So as a leader, I have a responsibility to my members. But better way to describe it is my members have an expectation of our leadership to make sure we have active members in the guild, because here's what happens. The reason I prioritize activeness over contribution, because I could easily gift to contribution rather than activeness. Even the lowest base power person in the guild can get 1,000 activeness. A brand new account can do that. So why would I be prioritizing them first? I want to teach everyone very specific activity. We don't lose out because we're contributing more. In fact, we are encouraged and excited to have more people participating. If you look at the quests actually encourage the participation. So challenge and arena, dream realm, log in, and battles. So those 4 quests, when you come to, say, guild supremacy, those 4 quests are going to be knocked out as they do the different guild events. So for your daily quest in Guild Supremacy, you've got Supreme Arena and Arena. You have Dream Realms, you have Honor Duel, you have Arcane Labyrinth. So Supreme Arena, they'll be knocked out for the quest. Dream Realm, knocked out for the quest. Those will knock out the quest. Honor Duel and Arcane Labyrinth, you do a lot of battles in those modes, which will, again, knock out the quest. And these are daily quests, so they're encouraged to log in each and every day. So I'm trying to encourage that activity as a priority. So the higher we rank as a guild, the more rewards everyone in the guild receives. So you do receive more rewards. If you look at the contribution, you do receive more rewards for ranking. And you receive quest rewards as well, as far as passes. So you want to, people will end up ranking over time as their accounts start to build up. So that's not necessarily the biggest concern for me. The biggest concern for me is just daily activity and running through the motions. And if they do that, their accounts will become built up all by itself. Now, we have a goal with our guild. And the primary goal for our guild is to be a top 10 guild supremacy guild. So in order for us to be a top 10 guild, we have to increase our passes each and every week. We have to average somewhere around 6,000 to 6,500 passes, and we need people participating in the ranking for not only Labyrinth, but also for Honor Duel. If they are participating in the ranking, they're going to be not only giving us more passes, but they will also be giving us more chests. So if you look, you contribute chests by actually ranking in these modes. So if you do weekly Honor Duel, just as a top 500, you will give 21 chests to your guild. Same thing with weekly Arcane Labyrinth. That's another 21 chests for your guild. Now here's the thing, a brand new account can do this. The servers aren't so busy that the average account can't go out there, or even a beginner account can't go out there and be a top 500 ranked person. Not a lot of people are doing this mode. So every single person in the guild should at least be contributing the 50 points. And that counts for not only your guild chest, but it also counts for guild supremacy. So what I love about this game is the same activity gets rewarded multiple times. Now you're going to do a lot of this activity by yourself, but if you're a part of a guild, this is why every account should be in a guild. Doesn't matter your power level. You're going to get more rewards and resources from your guild activities than you will just playing by yourself and doing your own thing. So I encourage all of you to do your part, to evaluate, are you a good guild member? Can your guild rely on you to contribute to the overall guild rewards? And I'm going to show you exactly how you can tell if you're a good guild member or a bad guild member. I already kind of showed the activeness of the 400. If you're only doing 400 activeness every week, you're not a good guild member. Because there's no way at 400 that you are logging in and doing stuff enough to where you're helping out in guild supremacy, battle drills, and clash fronts. So 400 is a very, very low standard to have as a guild member. And it's a very, there's no way your contribution is going to be higher than what your dispersion is going to be. And that should be everybody's goal, right? Give more than you receive. Because there will be a lot of members, if they are lower in power or they just don't know any better, they're just not going to be able to contribute as well as someone who's a little more seasoned. So we have to balance it in a way to where as a guild, we can ensure we get all of the rewards. So that's why rank 10 in guild supremacy is our goal. If you look at the rewards itself, is the rewards in here? Yes, it's going to be in this one. If you look at the rewards itself, as a top 10 guild, you get 7,000 guild medals. If you're 11, you get 3,500. That's a big cut in reward. So if we can accomplish top 10 in guild supremacy, battle drills is as simple, and so is clash fronts. Because that takes some effort, it takes some work, it takes daily activity to do that. And if you're already logging in every day, there's a high likelihood you're participating in those areas as well. So you're definitely going to definitely hit difficulty 16 if you do that. So you'll get the 5 in the 5 letters. You'll probably be closer to difficulty 18, 19 as a rank 10 guild on our server in our district. Now, to show if you're actually participating and being effective, the easiest way for you to tell is to go and look at your contribution. How many passes are you giving to the guild? So you can see that by just looking at your contribution. And most of your passes are going to come from ranking up. It's not going to come from the quests. So if you're not actually participating in the rank up side of this, then there's a high likelihood you're not going to be keeping up with the top earners in the passes. Now, member damage. You can look at this and tell, are you doing the proper amount of damage to the boss as opposed to someone else with a similar power level? So, in my own experience, killing the boss Glyphshade is not the bottleneck. Your contribution is your bottleneck. So if you look where the passes are, unlocking the next boss, you notice there's no boss here. We're waiting on that unlock so the boss can actually show up. It takes us about a day to kill the boss. I think once everybody gets a hit, the boss is pretty much dead. But we got to wait almost 2 days to unlock the next difficulty. So that's why participating in these rankings are so important. You can tell what guilds are actually doing that by looking at their difficulty. The top guilds are 2 difficulty ahead of us, so they're that much faster at getting those passes in. Now, battle drills. Let's show you how to view your contribution here. So there's a lot of stuff to do on these maps, a lot of battles. So if you look, you have these reputation treasure that you can earn, and it goes all the way to level 5. This is good rewards, but here's the thing. What some people might do is they might stop once they're done with that. They might stop once they get the 500 diamonds from the first boss. We're going to sweep this map twice. Every single battle that you perform, you have a chance to get a key. You're going to get more rewards by participating in these battles and using up your stamina with these keys, because you got a lot of chance or opportunity to get some really great stuff. You've got epic letters, you've got 3,000 diamonds, you've got regular letters, you've got a lot more guild medals that you can receive. So definitely make sure you're clearing as many battles as you can. Don't overcap your stamina. Oh, one more thing about battle drills is your formations. If you look at the formations, you can actually look at contribution. You can check out someone's formation. You can save that formation for yourself. So if you're wondering how do people come up with their formations, well, maybe they're doing their own trial and error, but maybe they're looking online as well. So if you see someone who's actually performing well, and you want to mirror their performance, the likelihood is of you doing it is going to be very high if you just save their formation and try it for yourself. I'll show you what this looks like by looking at the ranks. So if you look at the top performing guilds, you've got 7.3 and 4.7 here. That's not a massive swing in damage. There's a very high likelihood that these guys, in fact, they're definitely using the same formations. The difference is going to be in power, because that's a massive difference in power. So they're using the same formations. If you get to about rank 8, you notice there's a massive difference in the damage that they're doing to the bosses. And only 5 members, right? It shouldn't be this large of a gap. So there's a high likelihood they're not sharing formations. They're not paying attention to their contribution. So this is an encouragement to all of you. Look at your contribution. If someone's performing well or you don't feel like you're performing well, look at what other people are doing. Maybe you'll go into a tower that's already been destroyed and someone just one-shotted it. They used one attack and they killed the tower. Look at that formation, copy it for yourself, and it's just as simple as saving it. And then you can use it for yourself. Bosses, same thing. It's going to show the contribution of everybody who attacked. Look for those big numbers and try to use those formations for yourself. Even the passages, by the way, give you a chance to get a key. So you definitely want to do all of your battles. Now, Clash Fronts is the same way. I can't show you, but in Clash Fronts, we do shoutouts in the guild chat for win streaks, because if you take one person with 3 win streak, that one formation blocked off 4 formations. That's a massive swing in a equal scenario. Okay, now there's a few ways that I communicate with the guild. One of the ways is I do a newsletter every single month. My guild needs to be needs to read that. That way they know what's going on. But also too, and what's new. But also too, we do an update, a strategy email or mail every single event. At the beginning of the event, I'll send something out. I'll let people know what we did last time. I'll let people know our goals for this time. And this is our strategy that we're going to implement. But I also put these in Discord. But also we communicate in guild chat. Now there's something, remember I showed you in battle drills how they're not talking about their formations amongst each other. One of the things I do to kind of combat that, or I'm trying to do, is I'll go into guild chat and someone might ask for a formation, or I might do an update that provides the formation. But like this is an announcement right here. So I tell everyone I just mailed the mail, and then also too I let them know the update, what we're needing to do as far as quests, but also too here's some the current teams for Glyphshade, hoping that everyone in the guild will eventually adopt to those teams so that the damage that we do is quite strong. And overall, that's the goal. We want everyone participating in all the modes, and it's not a difficult process. Like some people might not want to do arena, but arena is not a difficult, it doesn't take a lot of time. Once you organize who you're using, what your formation is, and we can help people do that, you just go into the arena chat in Discord and we can help you build your own formation. But once it's built, you just go in there, you click battle. This is going to be a loss because that's a Tassi comp and I don't have Tassi. But that's how fast it was for me to do one battle, which counts towards the quest. So we should never, ever be in a position, and I do the same thing as Supreme Arena. I just go through it. Whoever the right person, the far right person is, I select it and I skip it. So I do this for both arena modes. Okay, that's it for this video. If you got some value out of this, just go ahead and make sure you hit all the buttons. And if you do something different or unique that your community likes, your guild likes, just go ahead and drop it in the comment. That way I know about it, and I can maybe do it with my own. And yeah, if you're looking for a community to hang out with on Discord, go ahead and join us. We got a lot of good information in there, and I will see you in the next one.